fortunate in the speakeasy. I've been able to talk about the topics that I'm really passionate about. The last one was culture. This one is authenticity. It's a question that I've had in my life from about 10 years now. I quit my job at Cisco because I couldn't be myself. I ran a hostel for 3.5 years because I could be in that myself in that hostel. But it didn't work out still. So I had to, at that point I felt like with the authenticity bit, I was done. I knew what I was doing. I had to be authentic. That's what all the internet said. You have to be authentic. You have to be real. That's what gives you happiness. That's what gives you courage. It makes everyone likes you. It makes everyone think of you as a highly regarded person. The whole internet was pushing people in one direction. You have to be authentic. And I was like, that's the way to go. So I entered Rotman. In the first week, I'm talking to people. I have around 30 people around me. And when we are talking about the best things that happened in Toronto, I was talking about how the best thing in the last 2 weeks for me in Toronto was a sex club in Toronto, Oasis. No wonder some of them judged me right away. No wonder some of them have never talked to me after that. But I was being authentic. That's what the internet said. Why was internet wrong now? What was going on here? This is when I started discovering I still had lessons to learn. And this is when I started learning the concept of being a chameleon. Sometimes being authentic is like me trying to speak Hindi with Joe. It's going to be interesting. But it'll not get any shit done. We can butt our heads against each other, him speaking in English, me speaking in Hindi. We are both being authentic here. But does it serve the purpose? It doesn't. Sometimes being authentic can also lead you to be lazy. When you try to cover your laziness under the pretense of being authentic, one of the examples of that would be me being straightforward as a person. That has been my style, and I always thought that's the best way to do things. That's me, authentic self. But that also limits the learning here, the learning to be diplomatic, the learning that I can learn from someone like Gaurang. The learning to get shit done in the way where you don't have to be direct, where you can be subtle about things, but you still get the outcome that you needed. And these are tools that you're building. And once you've built that tool, once you're out of your comfort zone, and you've built that tool, it is you, and you can be authentic still. But there's always a balance of how much uncomfortable you want to be in that, and how much can you handle. For me, I think the answer has still been the standard MBA answer. It depends. But it also has to do a lot with your balance. How much discomfort are you ready to work with? How much discomfort can you ready to work with today to be happy? I think looking back, I can see now I had crossed that balance in my Cisco job. I crossed that balance in my hostel job. I'm trying not to cross it again, but I know I'll fail, and I'll keep trying till I find that balance.